Well, hello my beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-December 2024 right through to mid-January 2025. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming towards you. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know regarding their love life at this time? Can you please show them the way? Who is coming towards them? What lies ahead in terms of my beautiful Taurians' love life? Can you please show them the path that they are currently on and anything else that needs to be revealed to them at this time? The first card there is the manifestation card. So of course that is the magician card, and what you can see in your mind you can literally have in your hand. So there is an energy, almost like a question around this card before I've even really tapped into it, which is, have you created space to manifest the love that you truly deserve and desire? Have you been making love a little bit more of your priority recently? And if the answer is no, then I feel an act of self-care is also to put yourself in a situation to meet new people or open yourself up to a divine counterpart. Now I can see with the Emperor energy there that there is someone coming in towards you. This is not a gender specific reading. It indicates you're taking action in some way in your life in order to put yourself in a position to meet someone new, because these are action cards. They're both Aries energy and Leo, so I feel there's someone strongly coming into your energy field who has a lot of fire in their chart, okay? Now your first card there is manifestation. So this is your protagonist energy, and this indicates that you're making love a little bit more your priority over the next 6 weeks. I also see there's so much potential for you to meet somebody new. When you have the Magician card, it indicates that you've been focusing on your ambitions, your projects at this time, and basically re-empowering yourself, because these are empowerment cards. A lot of you have been going through a period of trying to increase your confidence. So you may have had your confidence knocked in the past, because we do have that strength card in the resistance position, like you got it in the reverse there. So some of you may have been struggling with things day to day in your life that have been more of a priority at this time. But I feel with this card, it indicates that now you are starting to take stock, almost like reviewing your life to see what missing ingredients you have right now that you want to focus a little bit more on to bring them into your life. Now this could be that you want to get out more. It could be that you have some invitations coming in that you're contemplating whether you should go to them. But the Magician card also indicates that you are kind of like reassessing your beliefs and ideas around love. You want someone who is for the long term. You're looking for someone who is stable, who is emotionally available and open to take the journey of life and love with you. But you may have felt that every time you search or open yourself up to looking for love, you may feel there's no one out there. No one who has that chemistry, that spark, that thing that you're looking for. But I feel a lot of you, there is this energy of searching for happiness. Of course, happiness comes from within first and it filters out into your exterior world. But this card can indicate that you have everything you need within you right now to attract the person you truly desire, okay? It's just a matter of being a little bit more confident within yourself, with your life. I feel a lot of you with this ambition card, the Magician card, indicates that, you have been pooling all your resources into trying to find the magic of the every day, and even like reignite that spark or that lust for life within yourself. So you've almost like put love on pause. A lot of you have been trying to implement better self-care routines. And what I mean by that is not just take, a bath and read a good book there. I feel like you are trying to implement long-lasting rituals that, adhere to your needs. I feel a lot of you are trying to articulate your needs from a healthy place when you have this card in the resistance position. And some of you, not all of you, but some of you, this is a maturity card. I'll show you in the upright. It says maturity there. So some of you, there may have been an age factor that's been playing out in your dating life. So for example, you may have dated people who are younger than you or even older than you, and it feels that somehow things were misaligned at some point. Maybe you didn't want the same things, or this person disappointed you and let you down. They did not take accountability for their actions. Because we have the maturity card in the resistance position, you may have met people who were not emotionally available and actually were quite immature in their choices. And this actually, reinforced your sense of having to be self-assured and independent, because if you don't celebrate you, who's going to celebrate you? So I feel a lot of you have been healing from something and basically taking back your power. I mean, this card can be a card of vigilance as well. So it's almost like you've stopped looking for a while because you have other things to keep your eye on right now and keep balance in your life. But some of you also may have reached a certain age and you may feel that love is somehow behind you, or that perhaps love is not coming for you. But that is not true at all. I feel like you're turning this energy around. You're being more bold or daring. Some of you may actually feel like changing your look or your style, or striking out and being more flamboyant over the next coming weeks. And you need to be aware that, of course, those things kind of like tap into your sense of wildness to kind of like release yourself from anything that's been holding you back. But ultimately, everything you need to attract the right person is in you, okay? And I feel that you are vibing at a frequency to manifest love, because this is a love reading. And we have the Emperor energy, which means someone who is basically strong enough to walk by your side is entering into your life. And it also indicates that you're taking leadership and ownership of your circumstances, because nobody can do it for you. If you've been in a period of review, which often when we are put on pause on purpose in life, it means we need to reestablish healthier boundaries, or we need to really connect to our sense of what we want in a relationship and immediately say, this is not it. If we are experiencing something in a relationship that does not suit our belief system or our morals or what we feel we want in a relationship, rather than wasting your time or coasting or actually hoping that the person will change or somehow see that their actions are not acceptable and that they mature, this can take a long period of time. As soon as you take charge of your life and say to the universe, I will not accept less than I truly deserve and desire, and not in an egotistical way, in a way where you know your sense of value. These are all value cards. So this is about you reestablishing that sense of your worth and knowing that you deserve the best. So therefore, you're not accepting less than you truly deserve, and you're basically conserving your energy until you meet the one. And the universe rewards you, because remember, this is connecting to a vibration in your future where you're actually in a relationship with a divine counterpart. The Emperor energy is a divine counterpart energy. Now, with your reading, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, I'm actually seeing lots of heart confetti. Okay, there's just lots of hearts. Some of it seems to be paper hearts. Some seems to be like these crystal type hearts. Like this, I just want to show you something like this. I'm seeing lots of like different hearts, different colors. I'm seeing like pink, silver, crystal. I'm seeing some blue ones and green ones as well. So this could indicate that some of you are invited to a wedding or a celebration or an anniversary of something. This could be coinciding with when you're about to meet a person. I'm just seeing lots of confetti. I mean, it could be that you're about to meet someone that you'll marry, okay? So I can only give you the image that I can see right now. So keep your eyes peeled. If you're walking down the sidewalk over the next coming weeks and suddenly you see lots of like heart confetti or shapes on the floor and you're like, oh, a party happened here, or someone spilt this here, this could be your sign that you're about to meet the one, okay? So I want you to be aware of that. Now let's get to your Celtic cross just to see who is coming towards you. Each card on the Celtic cross, it's almost like steps towards meeting the one, or the steps that you are taking right now in your life. So let's tap into what's going on with you. Wheel of Fortune, manifestation, the law of attraction, you sort of being in a position to surrender to the divine timing of meeting someone and knowing that your heart knows the way. As you can see, the cogs on that wheel are all connected to the heart. So right now you're vibing at a frequency and trusting that fate and destiny are intervening to bring you the person that you desire to be with. So I feel this is a destined relationship that's coming towards you. We have the Four of Pentacles there. So a lot of you have been in a period where you've been protecting yourself in some way. Now, it could be that over the last couple of years, the world has gone through a very crazy place and we're all just trying to make sense of a world that seems to be turned upside down. And you may want different things in a relationship than what you wanted before. Or some of you may have been in survival mode, trying to just make life work on your terms, and life has just not been a priority at this time. Yeah, look at that. We've got the King of Pentacles. It's in the past position. So you're focusing on your own needs, building, your empire, or building security in your life. I feel a lot of you want to settle down with a person, but you are aware that your happiness is not tied up in another. And you may be healing from past experiences. And some of you may be healing from the fact that you have not been in a relationship and you feel completely isolated from love and you can't see how love is going to come towards you. But that Wheel of Fortune highlights that there is an energy around you right now where you're in a period of growth, learning to be more intimate with yourself. And what I mean by that is really looking at the nooks and crannies of your heart and your head and really asking yourself what benefits you. What is it you want? What makes you happy? Who are you? What are the things that you are really discerning about? What are the things that you really love doing? Being really precise about your life, right down to the color of your shoelaces, right? It's all about what it is that you kind of connect to and associate with. And I feel that when you know thyself in that deeper realm, that is when you are attracting the right person. I mean, the Hierophant energy indicates here that you're in a period of knowledge. But also, I see there's an energy here of getting rid of any attachments in your life to previous circumstances, whether it is like an ex, whether it is a bad experience you've had, whether it is something you witnessed in childhood. Could be some childhood wounding, healing going on right now. Even if when you were younger you were bullied, for example, it could be something knocked your confidence in the journey that you've had so far, and you are reestablishing a connection that is stronger with yourself and making sure that nothing kind of breaks your confidence ever again. And I see that you are attracting a divine soulmate, okay? We've got the Death card, which is change and transformation there. Now this reading, it is for the next 6 weeks. I want you to be aware of that. And I see a lot of you with these cards preparing space for you to manifest, something that you want when it comes to love. Now, you've got the Seven of Cups there. Let me just see what that is covering. Wow, there you go. You have the highest love that love has to offer coming in. Although I'm feeling a lot of strong fire in this new person's chart that's coming in, I'm also seeing that this person has a lot of water in their chart as well. So they're very sensual, very passionate, very deep person. Very thoughtful. I'm just hearing from my guides, very thoughtful, very important. They're also true blue and very honest, okay? So let's see the journey to this person. Your starting card there is the Wheel of Fortune. So right now, destiny is going to intervene to really focus more on your love life because the heart is being exposed there. And of course, we've got a little pocket watch there as well. So I would say for some of you, because there is an energy here of some of you being invited to something, Okay, I'm getting strong energy, especially with the Emperor in your advice to yourself position, which is to take action on something. It's like you looking at your attachments, but also it's you sort of laying the ghost of the past to bed, almost doing a lot of healing. But I feel there is an invitation. If you have not received this, you will shortly. There is an invitation coming in that I feel you have to just travel outside your usual parameters, and this is a place where you are going to meet the person of your dreams. Now, whilst I'm also seeing that confetti, I'm also seeing like a very ornate pathway, and it's like either a Grecian or a Roman like mosaic pathway. Okay, it's on the floor. It's really like beautiful, but it's old. It's almost like historical. I mean, it could be something that is connected to archaeology, perhaps, or it could be a place that is really well known for its mosaics and history. I mean, it could be that this person works in that industry or is involved in that. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, it could literally be that you go on a date with a person and they choose a restaurant that they invite you to, and when you look down you see these mosaic patterns on the floor and like, oh my gosh, this is the one. Okay, so I definitely see that divine timing is happening here for you. Fate and fortune intervene to put you on the path to meet this new person. But because the Hierophant is here, a lot of you, there's an energy of marriage. Okay, the Hierophant is the marriage card, but also I feel for some of you it could be that you actually get invited to a wedding. And this puts you in a path to meet someone new there, because this is your nearest energy. It is in the next 6 weeks energy, which of course there's a lot of kind of like you looking at your history or you looking at your family lineage and patterns that have played out in your sort of family line, and you're here to break a pattern, because the Wheel of Fortune is a cycle, and you're looking at cycles in your life that you need to step up and break, which is one of the difficult things to do. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. But also I feel you are called to look at where you feel like you've got into a rut or into a pattern, a ritual, a cycle of repeat, as it were, where you need to come out of your comfort zone a little bit more, especially since your crossing card is the Four of Pentacles. This is an energy of things that you may feel sometimes are against you. And the Four of Pentacles can indicate that in your quest for feeling secure or perhaps protecting yourself because you've been in a high level commitment before in the past that disappointed you or broke your heart, in this, thriving space, this yearning for security, sometimes we can get locked into a certain pattern or cycle of repeat in our life that almost feels like we're letting life pass us by a little bit. This figure, they are behind these gates and it's padlocked. So it indicates, yes, there is a long-term relationship coming towards you, but it also indicates, where do you need to unlock those padlocks and let someone in? Where do you need to come out of the house a little bit more if you've been in hermit mode to do more things or get involved in the community? For some of you, this Hierophant could be the community events or something that you're invited to as a byproduct or, an extension of joining a group of people or a class of learning. So some of you could have decided to book a course for the new year to upskill for your career, because some of you, there's a very ambitious energy. If you're retired, it could be that you have a passion project that you tend to work on, but you want to increase your skills in that area or learn more things or involve yourself, integrate yourself into that hobby or that passion project a little bit more. Could be that through that group, you will actually meet new people. But the main strongest energy I've got is some of you being invited to something that actually takes you out of your house. Okay, now there's a small percentage of you that you may actually meet someone online. Okay, because this is a house card, so it can indicate there's a potential for you to meet someone through some sort of forum or something that basically piques your interest on a level that is only for you. You're not seeking like online dating, for example. It could be some sort of forum or chat room, that sort of thing, and you just strike up a conversation with a person. I would say when you meet this person, because you will, I feel like you meet this person in a crowded area and there's just a lot of hustle and bustle. And it could be that either you have a conversation about going to a wedding and there was lots of heart confetti, or something about a mosaic path. So just please bear these signs or symbols in mind. It's like a signpost to you that this person is the one. Now, of course, the Four of Pentacles can indicate that you've been focusing a lot on personal achievement at this time, your health goals, your money goals, and I feel that you're actually about to meet someone who has a lot of power and influence in their world, okay? So that's strongly coming through here. But also this card can indicate that some of you have been closed off to love. You've withdrawn because you've met people who are very selfish in the past, or people who have not really helped you grow as a person. They may have actually, drained your energy or knocked your confidence in some way. I'm being given a very strong energy that this new person is coming in. Okay, we've got strong King of Cups energy. This always represents someone who has an open heart, someone who is willing to, be in a high level commitment and is not afraid of their emotions. Someone who is conserving themselves also for the one, and may feel that, love and emotions, they can often signify to some people who've gone through traumatic experiences in love. It could signal that when you fall in love, it almost equates pain. So very protective energy. This person is not going to just fall in love easily, but when they meet you, I feel there is a very strong bond between you both, and you've both been through a lot in life. And it doesn't matter about age. This person is emotionally available and they love all of you. And I'm being given that this person, they will look at you and see beyond just the smile that you present to the world. They'll see the quiet battles that you've been fighting inside, or the dreams that you've kind of tucked away and you're working on. They'll also see your fears that you actually don't tell anyone. And this new person, they fall in love with your shadows as well as your light. So this person, they want to love all of you. So this is a secure relationship. And some of you may have even felt that when you try to get into a relationship, and things seem to be going well, suddenly everything just falls apart or it is not sustainable. But with this new person, it's for the long haul, okay? Now, what we have on the earthly plane there, we've got the Five of Swords. This figure in this particular card is actually healing from heartbreak in the past. So some of you have been blossoming because of this. Not just healing to kind of build yourself up to be strong enough to, battle away with more trauma or difficulty or sadness or sorrow. A lot of you are healing so you can allow more fun, more light, more happiness, more joy in, because you may have been in experiences where you've almost been walking on eggshells in the past in a relationship. Some of you may have even been with a person who was not very verbally kind towards you, or was not, passionate, withdrew, almost had that kind of breadcrumbing energy where they gave you a lot of love and attention and suddenly removed it, and it made you feel like you didn't know where you stood with a person. And this doesn't have to be experiences from a high level commitment. It could be experiences from your childhood or from your family lineage or from a friendship that made you feel that you were not safe to love or open your heart. But you are learning from the past and you're taking that lesson with you. As you can see, this figure has a little piece of the past in her hand. So she's taking the lesson with her, but she is blossoming despite the pain. So if you've been going through a very difficult circumstance, I'm sending you a huge hug out there, but you're moving on from this and you're blossoming despite all the experiences that you've had. You are not just the sum of the experiences that you have had. You are more than that, and you are opening up to more to come of love, happiness, joy, passion, sensuality. Someone who is ready for the journey of love. Also, the Five of Swords can indicate that, there's a little bit of worry there, that you're worried that perhaps you won't meet the right person, or perhaps you've had experiences in love and someone told you that, oh, you only have 3 great loves of your life and after that it's over. That's not true at all. The right person is divinely being sent to you right now, and that 5 of Swords can indicate that you have a lot on your mind and a lot on your plate, and it's time to really refocus on what it is that you want in love and create space for love to come on in, okay? Now, of course, at a really base level, this can indicate, this card, that you are someone who's had a lot of difficulties, and you may have even been with someone or had an experience where someone was deceitful or tried to win at all costs, or actually tried to hurt you. And I feel there is this cautious energy with that 4 of Pentacles, that you're keeping yourself protected in your growth. But also, this is a perfect indication that you are being protected by people as your guides or people in spirit, because they're kind of like putting you on pause so that you don't meet anyone else other than the one. So sometimes it can feel like a really long journey where you're on pause, but when you meet the right person, you will realize why you've been put on pause, because no one else was meant to be with you apart from this person, okay? But all the other experiences that you had were lessons. We meet people for a reason or season, and this person is the love of your life. And yes, they're coming in, but I feel right now you're called to learn more about yourself, or prioritize your own needs and really see the value in who you are, that you are lovable, and that you are someone who is for keeps. Okay, and that King of Pentacles energy, this is not a gender specific reading, as you can see by the cards. This indicates that a lot of you have been focusing on building your life or rebuilding in some way from some sort of setback or some sort of trauma or difficulty. And I feel that your dream of wanting to settle down, build a home with a person, as you can see there in the crown chakra area, there is like this big castle. So this is an indication that you will meet a person who offers a secure relationship. I mean, this is a Taurian card, so this represents you in the past. You're making some promises to yourself to value yourself or not accept less than you truly deserve and desire. But also, this can indicate that you've had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders over the last couple of years. Family responsibilities, work responsibilities, or just responsibilities in general, where you've been kind of like very independent, but helping other people in your life who mean a lot to you. And you may have felt there hasn't been much opportunity to get out there and, re-embrace your wildness, your wild side, because this can be a card that, you look at life and think, okay, what do I practically need to do in my life right now to keep it running smoothly? Let's just focus on that, because there's no one out there right now who is presenting an option that really sparks with you in terms of your chemistry. You've got 2 5s here. So I can see it's been pretty challenging for you. That 5 of Pentacles there, it can indicate that some of you have loved and lost, and you may have felt that it stifled your growth, but actually it allows the light in. Sometimes we need to kind of like fall apart in life in order to be re-put back together, but in a different way. The parts fit differently, so you are transformed. Something about you has changed with that Death card there, and I feel that you also feel that. You can see that you've been going through a major awakening, and it can be really difficult. Sometimes people think that an awakening will be like an aha moment where suddenly you just know everything, you know what to do, but suddenly people start to realize that actually it's about sorting through the mud of life. It's really about sorting through all the difficult experiences that you've had in order to find that golden nugget of a lesson that you take with you for your future. But also it is to prepare space. If you think about the earth itself, in order to plant a seed, you have to uproot the earth. You have to actually, turn it around in order to plant that seed, and then, cover it over with more soil so that it remains dormant for a while and then soaks up all that nutrients. So this is a period that you feel that you have had your world a little bit like shook up a little bit, and you've planted that seed, you're learning, and now you're growing. And then as you start to blossom, This is where this person comes in for you. Now, this card, it is in your potential position. So I feel this is about you being really switched on to where you feel a little bit stuck in your life right now, because there's an energy here of this cage. Okay, the growth is happening within you. Everything outside yourself right now, as you can see, all those branches, they don't look very fertile. So it can indicate that right now you can't see that anybody is vibing at your frequency. You can't see that anyone is worthy of your time or a relationship. Let's just call it how it is. And I feel this level of knowingness is actually clearing space for the one, okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles can also indicate that some of you, there is an insecurity here, maybe an abandonment issue. Some of you, not all of you, may have been ghosted in the past. And it can indicate that when you meet a person, you're cautious about opening up too quickly to a person because you feel that last time you did that, it all kind of like went to nothing and you were left with these feelings and trying to work out what happened there. Also, some of you, the majority of you, may feel that you've been left out by the universe, that love is not coming towards you, and you've almost kind of like accepted that that's the status quo of what is to occur, and you're just focusing on your independence and your solitude. And I feel that's actually very important, because this is where you learn more about yourself. But do not fear, because I feel there is someone who is coming in who is willing to take the risk of diving into a relationship with you, because of course love is a risk, but we never know how it's truly going to go. But I do see that you are opening yourself up to a divine counterpart and the highest love that love has to offer, and I feel like you'll marry this person, okay? Now we do have the Hierophant there, okay? Now this is in your next 6 weeks. So if you've booked yourself on a course of learning for the next 6 weeks, or it starts in 6 weeks' time, for example, there is a strong potential that you will meet this person at that event. But also, some of you, there is some sort of invitation that is attached to your energy right now. It could be some sort of either a wedding or an anniversary of something, or an engagement, for example. I mean, for some of you, it could be a party where there are some sort of like facts, or it's attached to, like, for example, if you're at university or college and there's some sort of party attached to that, you know, there's a connection here. For some of you, it could be a work event that is going to be held in like a museum, like a late night historical museum event type thing. So that's what's coming through. I can't really pinpoint it. I have to just give you what I'm being given there. But the Hierophant is a high level commitment, okay? It's someone who will join your family lineage, someone who wants to know more about you, someone who really wants all the knowledge, who wants to like dive a little bit deeper into who you are. They don't just want to get to know you on a surface level. And this card is always like the marriage card. So I can see here that this person who's coming in, I feel that they've been on a huge spiritual journey themselves, and they may actually have moved into the realm of spiritual teacher as well. So they may be a mentor. It could be that they work with children, or it could be that they work in an environment that enriches society in some way. They could be a business owner, for example, who is really prevalent in the community. I feel there's something about this person that when you meet them and you get their name, of course, if you Google them, there's something about them online is what I'm being given. This person has some sort of profile is what I'm being given here. And they really do good for their community. So it could be that they're like a prolific business owner and they give back to community. So I want you to be aware of that. But this card, it is a marriage card. So you're not going to get married in the next 6 weeks, but I feel like you are at a vibe or a frequency that highlights you're meeting someone who wants the same things as you, a traditional relationship, someone you can plant roots with, someone who wants to get to know you on a deeper level, someone who's going to invest in, you know, sharing their past with you, someone who wants to get to know your past as well. And I feel for some of you, there may be a question about religion. Now, my readings are not really about religion, but I can appreciate that it's come up here. Some of you may be wanting to meet someone who has the same religion as them, and I feel there's a strong potential that this invitation or the event could be connected to like a community hall or something that is involved with your religion. I feel if that's what you're manifesting right now, that is what you are going to accomplish right now there as well. So this next 6 weeks for you, I feel, is a very philosophical time about knowing what you want, being really precise and seeing it like you have it right now. And I do feel that something is going to change in your circumstances that puts you in a position to meet this person. Now, we also have the Emperor, and this is your advice to yourself in this moment, to look at your attachments and also to look at your plan to take action and take accountability for your life. But also this card is a very serious card. It indicates that you have a lot on your plate right now. You're at capacity. You're doing a lot in your life. A lot of you are exhausted. You have that Nine of Swords there. It can indicate that you have so much going on right now. Can you create space for love to come on in? But also, there is an energy, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, okay? It may not resonate with everyone, but some of you may be resolving a father issue in your life right now, whether you feel like your father did not show up for you or was absent, or perhaps there may be responsibilities where you're taking care of your father, you're a carer. I feel whatever is the energy around your father right now, I feel that there's a lot of healing going on there. For some of you, not all of you, if you've come to this reading and your father has passed and transitioned, your father is actually guiding you. Even though you have a complex relationship with this person, there's so much unconditional love there. And this person is guiding you to a love that is truly deserving of yours, is what I'm being given. I was going to say to your soulmate, but I'm being given this energy that not any old body will do for you. Someone very precise is being sent to you because you are worth it and you are special and you have such a beautiful open heart, and you've been protecting this beautiful heart out of fear or out of your responsibilities. It's almost like you've been launching yourself into other things in life because you feel some sort of sorrow or you feel a sense of loss is around the idea of love. And some of you may have been grieving because we have that Nine of Swords there. So if you have been in a period of grief and that's all you've kind of like been able to function and focus on at this time, I'm sending you so much love, so many hugs out there. And this person that you're grieving doesn't have to be a father figure, but if you are going through a period of grief, know that this person is around you, and butterflies will surround you. Everywhere you look, you're going to see a butterfly, okay? Which indicates things will change, and they will change for the better, and that you're going through a period of growth, and you've got this, okay? They're around you, and they walk with you, and they're guiding you towards fulfillment on an emotional level, okay? So with a lot of love and respect, I'm going to disconnect from this energy and move forward. Now, the Emperor is always an action card, so this indicates, you need to strategize where to take action. Like, be discerning about the events you want to go to. If anything doesn't interest you or is not worthy of your time, it's okay to say no. So if you are someone who sometimes has struggled with the word no, I feel like you are re-empowering yourself for 2025 in general. But I feel there is an energy here that you are attached in a vibration to a high level commitment. Someone who is reliable, someone who shows up for you, someone who is wanting to take that journey of life and love. Now, I just want to pull a quick card because there's so many people in your energy. I want to see if this is like a group that you will be involved in where you meet this person, because I feel like you have options. There's an energy here as well that there is someone who kind of has a secret crush on you, okay? I will pull that card in a moment. Yeah, you've got two sixes here, which are really positive. So Six of Swords can indicate that, you're coming out of a difficult period. It's the next one on from the Five of Swords, of course. It means you're being guided by spirit. It means that you are being guided to being seen. As you can see, that Six of Wands is to allow yourself to be seen, but also it is victory. It is about you being noticed by people. As you can see, there's a lot of people there in the background of this card that are looking at the figure on the Six of Wands. So you're going to be getting a lot of attention, but you're going to be drawn to one person who just feels like home. They just feel calm, okay? I would say you're going to be in a group of people when you meet this person. There's a small percentage, as I said, you may meet a person online, but the rest of you, I feel like you're going to meet this new person in a crowd of people. And it could be at a celebration, because that Six of Wands is a celebration. I mean, for some of you, you could have been invited to a wedding abroad, or maybe in Rome or Greece or, Italy. It doesn't have to just be Rome. It could be somewhere in Italy, but that just came to me. So please take it as it resonates. Right now with the Eight of Pentacles, you're working on yourself. You're called to do some repair work, but also you're going to make an impact when you meet this new person and vice versa. So yeah, I feel like there is love coming on in. I would say next 6 weeks, there's just a transformation in your circumstances that puts you in the path to meet this person. So will you meet this person in the next 6 weeks? Because your 6 weeks card there is the Hierophant, I feel like you either get to meet this person or learn about them. You maybe are put in a position to be in the same room as this person, or if you're on the online forum, you connect to them. So it could be that you join a class, right? And you just see them and think, oh, they look quite nice. And that's kind of like it. It feels like it's just a getting to know you kind of stage. There's nothing like fast about this is what I'm seeing. And then it will start to transform after the 6 weeks. Now, we've got the circumstances outside of yourself. We've got the Nine of Swords. So this can indicate a lot of caution, or feeling like you're at capacity, or feeling that you're doing a lot of cleansing and clearing the past. This is a card that can indicate you're haunted by the past, as you can see. Or it feels like you have to watch your back in relationships because of your experiences. So I feel right now you are, whoever I'm reading for, because of course I won't be picking up on everybody's energy, but I do pick up on majority energy. So this reading, it may not resonate with everyone, but I have to honor the cards that pop out. I don't choose the cards for you. But as you can see, this figure is wearing a wedding band, okay? So it can be that you are literally looking at your belief system in and around marriage, long-term commitment. So it could be that, you really want to be in a high-level commitment, but based on previous experiences, the past, as it were, because this can be a past kind of, hereditary kind of card. It may be that your experiences in the past have taught you to be cautious, or it can indicate that you may have witnessed parents or guardians divorcing when you were younger, and it really tore you apart, and it made you feel that love leaves. Maybe that's your first foundation of what it means to love, because your Four of Pentacles there is a foundational card. So it can indicate that, when it comes to love, you want to open up and be in a high-level commitment, but you feel vulnerable somehow, or cautious that you could be hurt, or that someone could betray you in some way. And it could be that you actually fear loss itself because you've been left before. So sending you a huge hug out there, but I do see that there is a secure relationship. This person, this new person who comes in, when things get tough, because life, it can be tough, right? It's about riding the waves of life, the ups and downs of life. You're attracting a person who is not going to leave your side just because things get tough. I feel this person is strong enough to, weather the storm of life, and they want to be by your side as a team, to be in that relationship and say, we've got this. We're looking to the future together. We're on the same page, and let's do this thing called life, right? We do have the Hope and a Fear card position, and it's the Death card, so it can indicate you fear change, but it can also indicate you fear that you've got yourself stuck in some sort of cycle repeat, or you feel a little bit trapped in your circumstances right now, and you cannot see how things will change. So it's making you feel isolated, lonely, and alone sometimes. And I'm talking about 3 a.m. thoughts, not all the time. You're not sitting by your window, darning your socks by candlelight, waiting for love to walk on by and say, how do you do? You are actually, getting on with life, prioritizing the needs that you have in your life. So I feel, something is going to transform for you that actually brings love in. And I feel you will not have to force this. Your priority right now is to focus on your own needs and learn more about yourself, or learn more about your circumstances, and open yourself up to the world and blossom. And as an extension of that, you're going to meet this new person there. Now, of course, I've already mentioned some of you, there is an energy that, and not all of you will have experienced this. I have to acknowledge it though. Some of you may have been in a high level commitment in the past with a person, and as you are in a relationship, this person may have passed away, okay? So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Again, there's no words of comfort that I can offer, because words, they're kind of redundant when you go through such a deep level of pain. But know that my heart is totally with you, and I'm sending so many vibes of healing and compassion towards you. Of course, you will go through the emotions, but I feel this person in spirit, they want you to be happy. They want you to move on, and love is available for you again. And I feel this person in particular is actually guiding you towards someone who's going to be very careful with your heart and love you in the way that you hope for, okay? So again, sometimes it can be hard when you're in love with a person and then they transition, whether it's sudden or not. You know, it's like they're on a pedestal of what you have as a marker of what love should be. And then it feels so unfair that that is then taken away from you. And I feel your pain to some degree. Of course, I can't feel all of your pain. I can feel that level and depth of sadness. But know that this person, their love lives on, and they want you to be happy. So if some of you have questions in and around that right now, again, butterflies are going to be your sign from this person to let you know that we all transform. Everything's energy. Nothing really dies. It transforms and rebirths. So they want you to acknowledge, of course, that they are with you, but you know, they want you to be happy, and that love is entering into your life. So again, huge hugs to you all out there, and with a lot of love and respect, I will disconnect from that energy also. Now, the Death card, it symbolizes change, okay? So this card, it indicates as one chapter of your life closes, another chapter opens, and this is about liberating yourself from anything that you feel stuck in. You know, the worst thing is to be in a relationship and you feel stagnant, or you start something with somebody and it suddenly ends. And I feel with the new person who's coming in, that's not going to happen. There is so much love around you with this person, so much laughter, so much compassion and empathy. And we've got the Seven of Cups, which tells me that, and this is your outcome position, Seven of Cups indicates the wish, but it also indicates that, you know, you will have options. And for whatever reason, some of you, and again, you're probably going to shoot the messenger when I say this, but deep down, there's an energy of you being asked a question about your priorities at this time. And whether you feel deep in yourself that you have been avoiding love to some degree, there may have been like an issue around relationships because you felt unsafe, or you felt that you were not in a position to offer the whole of yourself to the relationship at this time, because you needed to do some healing, or you needed to just do other things. But I feel now is the time that you are prioritizing this need. Okay, it doesn't mean that you are needing to be in a relationship. You're independent, self-sufficient, and you don't need another person, but I feel like you're looking for a divine counterpart. And this Seven of Cups indicates that you're going to have options. There are going to be a lot of people attracted to you, but your heart knows the one who is for you. It just feels like home. And as you can see, this figure is like waving a magic wand and pointing to a particular star. And this indicates you will get your wish on whatever it is you focus on at this time. Seven of Cups is like, life is crazy, it's busy, and there's a lot to focus on right now. But if you never focus on love, then perhaps you will not kind of open yourself up to meeting new people. If you're always going in a routine from something to home, or even just staying at home, for example, then of course it's going to be more difficult if you don't open yourself up to the ether, the internet. So I feel this is about you prioritizing what it is you want and saying, I want that. And the universe says, your wish is my command. So with that Seven of Cups there, I feel that you are going to attract a lot of attention, okay? But this is a card that says you need to look at the situation and make your choice. You have many options, and some of you, this could be that you're looking at a head over heart decision right now, but I feel like you are letting go of the fantasy of what love should be like, and accepting that the love that you deserve and desire will be coming in, because sometimes we accept less than we truly deserve. But it's like, let go of the fantasy of love, or the excuses that sometimes we give ourselves, like, oh yeah, tomorrow I'll go and I'll find love, or tomorrow I'll do this, tomorrow. We all know that tomorrow itself never comes. It's always tomorrow. Okay, so I feel a lot of you, there is an energy of you kind of like taking accountability for your actions. And I'm not pointing fingers at all, my beautiful Taurians. I feel with the Emperor card twice in positions that are affecting your energy, you're like, okay, no more excuses. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be decisive. I'm going to put myself on a course of learning, or I'm going to go to that invitation, or I'm going to involve myself a little bit more in the community and get integrated. You know, this card actually means as well that new people, new friendships are forming. So if some of you have been feeling a bit lonely recently, or you have been searching for your soul tribe, I feel like you involve yourself in something that builds new friendships, but also this card can represent new relationships coming in as well. And one of those people, because I feel you're in a group of people when you meet this person, is the love of your life. The King of Cups always represents the deepest love that love has to offer. Even if you feel vulnerable in love, this is about acknowledging that love is delicate, it's passionate, it's wild, it's raw, and it's all-consuming sometimes. And although you may feel cautious, this card indicates that you're ready for the journey of love, no matter how it's going to go. If we always commit to a cycle of fear or protecting ourselves, then we will never come out of our comfort zone, and we will stay stuck in that cycle. So I feel like you're not allowing fear to rob you of joy, and that King of Cups indicates that you're going to meet a very sensitive person who is sympathetic, caring, emotional, and very like fun-loving and deeply kind, loving, secure person. And this card can indicate that this person's really in touch with their emotions, and they are basically ready to settle down and get married. Okay, this is not a gender specific reading, but I feel this person, they are ready for the journey of life and love with you. The ship represents the journey. I feel like when they meet you, they're going to have a conversation about waiting for the one. And when they meet you, you are the one. Okay, they're going to make that clear. Oh, okay, so this card obviously has been laid out for you. I took the deck up there. Now, normally my guides would say this one's laid out for you, but they haven't said anything right now about that card. So I'm just going to be really honest with that and say, we'll just leave that there for a moment. I'm just going to shuffle some more cards for you to close your reading. Okay, let's see what this one is. Cold Moon. Okay, so perhaps this is what you've been going through. You know, the challenging times. You feel it's really sparse out there. There's no one about that's really sparking your attention. And you may feel really shut out, or almost like laying dormant. Your libido, your passions, you know, you're like a dormant volcano, and you're just waiting to be activated, as it were. And you're about to meet that person who's going to do all that. We've got hardest times lead to greater wisdom. And I feel like you have been going through that. Trapped, hardship, stagnation. So I'm not surprised actually that that card got left behind in the deck. Maybe symbolically it was left behind in the deck because you're leaving that behind. That's not an option for you anymore. It couldn't be shuffled. You know, it was left on the side. So it was not meant to be part of the deck because you're not going to experience this anymore. You've done that. You've experienced that. So you're just leaving that there. So I feel that is something that is dominant in this reading. I'm also feeling that someone has feelings for you, has a crush on you, and they are going to tell you at some point, but by the time they tell you, the ship has sailed, you'll already have met a new person, and they're going to try and tell you to see if it changes your mind and whether you want to be with them instead of the person that you meet that's new. You don't change your mind by the looks of the energy, okay? It says, whatever was hidden is coming to light, curiosity, exploration, and discovery. So I feel like, you know, someone is going to discover you. Fate is putting you on the path to meet someone, but you're going to have like a whispering in your heart of something that you need to do, something that you need to put into motion. You know what this is already. It's already been calling to your heart. So I feel like you're going to do that. And of course, there's two wonderful ravens there. I feel like you are going to be in a high-level commitment. And it says, Witch's Moon, your manifestation will come quickly. Magic, sacred, spell work, and intentions. And you started with the magic card of intentions. You know, the magician card of manifestation indicates your manifestations and intentions, they will become your reality. So with that Seven of Cups, it's basically asking, what do you wish for? It shall be so. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Taurians. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a button before I close your reading. It's a little bit loud, so just watch your ears. Oh, we've only got one button here, and it is, oh my gosh, it is the ring. So that highlights commitment there for you, high level commitment, definitely engagement, but I feel this is about, you know, true blue energy for you. And it's no accident, it's an emerald as well. So I feel it connects to your sense of self and connecting to your higher self there as well. But also I feel it's like loyalty, and basically you're a true gem. Life has shaped you and formed you under a lot of pressure, but now everything comes together and you meet a person that you can truly trust and settle down with. So excited for the next steps ahead. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Taurians. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.